I mean, quality never comes cheap.
Everybody says it's good quality, it's expensive, but I just don't get what's like the quality difference between a PPF film.
There's a lot that goes behind making a paint protection film or a window film, right? Like, to a layman, it's just a transparent sheet of protection. Processes that go behind making those sheets of film. And even after a sheet of film is made, right, there are quality checks and processes to select only the best out of the entire batch and not the entire sheet as is.
So Siddharth, I got a car just recently, and I'm thinking twice as much, if I should put PPF. And when I went to the market to see brands, there are a lot of brands selling PPF, and it's so confusing for me to select which one is the best for my car. So how do I and why is it so expensive? I need you to break this down for me.
Right. No, it's a very valid question because this is something that's actually happening. When we started back in 2017, there were very few players and there wasn't much awareness about this product. But now it's like a, wave where kind of everyone wants it. And it's like Diwali, right? Diwali aaya, firecrackers bechna hai, bech ke chale jao.
Yes.
Short-term gain.
True.
Kind of a thing. So a lot of people are looking at it as a market where we can put in something right now, earn and kind of go out, right? So that's why you're seeing so much of influx of organized and disorganized players. But to address this point of why is it so expensive with the right brands, right? I mean, quality never comes cheap.
But I think quality, don't you think quality is, everybody says it's good quality, it's expensive, but I just don't get what's the quality difference between a PPF film.
Absolutely. Everyone talks about quality, but no one talks about how that quality comes to being actually, right, in a product. So that's where educating the audience about why is this kind of quality expensive is imperative in today's day and age. There's a lot that goes behind making a paint protection film or a window film, right? To a layman, it's just a transparent sheet of protection, but all of us in the industry, we know what goes behind making a good quality paint protection film. In the globe today, there are very select large manufacturers, out of which the brand we carry, LLumar, is up there. So LLumar's parent company is Eastman Chemicals, and the factory that makes the paint protection film is in Martinsville, Virginia in the US. Now, to make a film, like I said earlier, it's a thermoplastic urethane film, TPU film, right? And you get baby pellets. So you get small pellets of thermoplastic urethane, and these are, molded into making one big sheet of film, right? And the kind of pellets that you're using and the processes that go behind making those sheets of film, and even after a sheet of film is made, right, there are quality checks and processes to select only the best out of the entire batch and not the entire sheet as is. The batch that is not, at par with the quality that is required is discarded. So in such processes, there are a lot of costs that go behind making a product that comes to you with the right quality, right warranty, and the entire backing. And there are videos online where the entire manufacturing facility is shown. The quality check processes are shown. The warehousing facilities are shown, and then how the product is coming into a country like ours, which is India. So a lot of people talk quality without showing all this, and that's where the difference is, that when you do your research, you look at a brand like us that's promoting a film. Yes, we are expensive, we are premium, but there's a reason why it's expensive, and you have to look at how the paint protection film is made and by whom.
So you say that, it's not another scratch guard. What's the product construction like?
Yeah, so this will get a little technical, but I'm going to try and make it as simple as possible. So there are different layers within the product, right? So if you count the liner that the product comes with, that also acts as a layer. So let me break it up. So you have the film liner. Above that, you have the film adhesive, right? So the adhesive is the actual part, the side that gets stuck on the car paint.
Yes.
Above that, you have the TPU layer, which is the actual thermoplastic urethane paint protection film layer. And above that, which is a 0.5 mil thin layer, but a very important layer between differentiating quality PPF and other paint protection films, because this 0.5 mil layer has multiple layers within it, right? So a lot of people in the features of a paint protection film, if you see, they'll say self-healing, they'll say hydrophobicity, stain resistance, longevity. So all of these mainly come from the top coat.
So, when you say that the top coat is really important, what is that actually made of?
Right. So the top coat is important because when you read about the features of a film, you will see terms like self-healing, hydrophobic, stain resistance. So all of this mainly comes from the top coat. So if I have to explain to you the self-healing technology, right? So the top coat has layers of these special elastomeric polymers that are there. And when I talk about elastomeric polymers, it's like any other polymer which has the ability to heal itself. So when do you see a scratch on the surface of the film? So there are elastomeric polymers, and these polymers have a bond.
Okay.
So when this bond breaks is when you see a scratch on the surface of the film. Now these polymers have the special ability that when it's exposed to external environment or heat, like we put hot water or engine heat or the sun, right? They rejig themselves. So it kind of bonds again, and that's where the superficial scratches that you see on the film self-heal with the heat that is there. And similarly, we have a product called as LLumar Valor, right? It's our top end product, and that comes with a special top coat infused called as Tetra Shield technology. And Tetra Shield is a technology used by Eastman, patented with them, which is actually something that goes into layers of the car paint. So something that goes into car paint is actually infused in a paint protection film. And why? Because you want that film not to look like plastic.
Yeah.
You want the film to look like paint when on the car, so that you can't make out the difference whether it's actually film put on the car or it's actually just the car by itself, right? So, I mean, the top coat has a lot of things embedded in it, like the hydrophobic coat, like the self-healing layer, which actually gives the film the life that it's kind of claiming right now. So when we say 10-year warranty, the top coat has a huge role to play. Obviously the adhesive and the TPU layer also have their roles, but top coat is essential.
So like you said, the hydrophobic layer, like you explained to me what the self-healing layer does. What does the hydrophobic layer does?
So the hydrophobic layer is basically a ceramic infused layer. So when we say ceramic coat, right, which is another offering altogether, one of the main properties of ceramic coating is that it repels water. So it doesn't let any dirt or water stay for long on the surface. It kind of slips off. So that's what this Tetra Shield or hydrophobic coating that we call it does. It doesn't allow for a lot of stains and water to stay on the surface of the car. It just repels off. And when we are driving on Indian roads, especially in the monsoons, you have mucky water that goes on the car and splashes. So all of that does not stay. It slides off. So the chances of staining or it reduces to a great extent.
Great. So that it was quite amusing to know that a small, like a thin sheet can have so much in it. So it was really good. Like I learned a lot today, and I'm sure there's a lot we can talk about more on this.
Absolutely. I think the idea of doing something like this was to put it out there that there's so much that goes behind to getting you this sheet of protection that is there. And like you also said, thin. It's not a thin sheet of protection. It's actually a lot more.
Definitely not a thin sheet.
And it's important for people to understand where they're investing and how they're investing. So I'm glad to be doing this.